Welcome back, Wolfpack. Verlis here, and today's plan is to upgrade our gear so we can stomp Cutlass keys and get even stronger. If you enjoy the video, don't forget to leave a like, share with friends, comment your thoughts down below. So yeah, I actually want to get real gear because my initial plan was like, scale, get strong, then convert to luck with powerful weapons, use that luck to farm items, and then eventually build out like the ultimate set. Also, man, our jewelry is just terrible. So everything has luck on it right now. Instead of using onyxes and diamonds, I have pearls. So I'm actually weak. So level 68s are kind of dumpstering me, and it doesn't feel that great. And real quick, we're going to get back to the video, but huge G Fuel announcement, Halloween BOGO, buy one, get one free. October 24th to October 31st, now is the time to stock up on all the energy drinks you think you're going to need, playing New World, any other games, work, school, whatever's going on. Use my BOGO link down below. Back to the video. So let's upgrade our gear and change our build to get stronger. That way it's a lot easier to farm these quests, but we also get Mystic Doubloons and loot just from clearing out camps inside of Cutlass keys. It also means we're going to be stronger for the PvP area, so the enemies inside of here, also if someone tries to gank us, we might actually stand a chance if we're not wearing pearls. And also if we have different weapons, things can get interesting. So now, like, that's the plan. My guides before New World Aeternum, everything I learned after the update, and now it's like time to cash in on that. There's no point in me just holding on to this money forever and not using it. You earn it to spend it to upgrade your gear, and we can see, like, yeah, I've actually been selling things. Okay, the amulet didn't sell for 20k, but eventually this ended up going for almost 7,000. This didn't sell. Some of these other ones have also been selling. So, like, good. The luck gear is paid off. We can now use that profit to buy mostly anything we want, but I'm still going to be, like, reasonable about it. Anything that's well overpriced, because 700 gear score drops super easy now. Unless it's jewelry, it's definitely not worth 12k. It's not even worth 3k in most situations, unless it's, like, Giga Ultimate Bis. So there's still a lot of greedy people out there that haven't, like, adapted from the legacy servers with all the gear that's dropping now. But, like, see, we can find upgrades inside of, like, 1,000 to 2,000 per piece, because we do have a good amount of money. If I really want something, we can buy it, and then we can just kind of go and dumpster whatever content we want. And my change is also going to be into the Void Gauntlet. So let's see what kind of Void Gauntlet we can get. I would prefer Mortal Power over Blessed, but this is also really good because we take a lot of damage from the Cutlass Keys enemies, so even with the Blood Drinker, lifestealing probably feels good, and then we need to find Voracious Blade somewhere, so there's no, like, enchanted Voracious Blade. That would actually be several thousand. I'd probably pay 5k for a 690. I want this. It's like 700 gear score, enchanted Voracious Blade. That might be 5k. That might be my big spend. But with this, I say we take this over the Retaliate one. So we're already getting there, boys. Now, the big thing that makes the Void Blade work is Void Harnessing. I'm expecting Enchanted Ward Void Harnessing to be expensive, if it even exists. So we're dropping the shield, the sword, the flail. They served me really well up until this point. But now it's like, okay, I want to go for, like, this. I want to put that money in there. And as we can see, yeah, it's kind of rough. I mean, this is just fine, because it's like, okay, we don't have a wasted gold perk. We're not getting health, but it's still a 663 with what we're looking for. It's a light chestware piece, and chestware doesn't matter because we're running the dark plate, so never mind. So we want heavy chest, heavy legs, medium head, light hands and feet, and there's only light armor with both these combos, so that's interesting. And slash conditioning is cool. Refreshing, don't need. And invigorated. So how much is this? Oh, strength mix though. Damn. Wait, we actually get light attack damage if we go to 25 strength. So it's okay to have one strength piece of gear. Now, I do want to see if there's any good medium leg wear, because it goes the other way around where, okay, we can have medium legs, heavy helmet. It's going to be slightly inefficient, but it's still, like, good if that's the only thing we can find. And it depends on what else we can get. But there's also not a lot of good options here. I do think having ranged aversion is also possible. So, I mean, we could pick up the Rescuer hat. Physical aversion, Void Harnessing, 693 intelligence for 1200. I'll take it. And then I guess we just get whatever on the heavy pants. I think our loadout's going to look crazy. Wow, Like Glove, Voracious Blade, Void Harnessing, 4,000. Yeah, that's what we'll take, and that's what we're looking for. We are giving up some Enchanted, but I think that's what the Void Dark Plate is there for too, that it gives us a bit more leniency on my build. Hey, perfect. Now we just need Intelligence Amulet and Earring, and that's where things are going to get pricey. Also, like, we can just kind of put whatever if we plan on not swapping, where it's like, oh boy, we can put in our flail just for the magnify, turn the magnify maybe into focus or intelligence, whatever we think we need more of. This is actually pretty close to what I'm looking for. Like, divine is a must, alchemist reprieve is all right, and then thrust protection. I want some kind of protection against attacks from enemies. So, like, I'm gonna keep an eye on that. 4K, I'll pay 4K for, like, a piece of jewelry with that. The strike protection at 7K is a little too much. I think it just kind of gets too low. And, like, yeah, that's 2,500. I'll invest a little extra bit. Refreshing recovery. I think this is a great deal. 686 for 2,800. That's also not like a breaking the bank kind of investment. And the jewelry doesn't have armor value, so it's not terrible. However, that means we can also maybe find low gear score, like fortifying toast, refreshing toast, healing heart, but we're stuck with a pearl. And then topaz. So yeah, I think that's it. Okay, I realized I'm a hypocrite because I looked at this. Focus, arcane, harnessing, enchanted ward, refreshing. 690 with bis perks for a flail. And my first thought is, I can't let this go for less than 7K. I'll post it. If someone wants it, cool. And if it, like, the market gets flooded and more of those items make it and I can buy it back for 3K in 2 weeks, fine. I'm down with that. But for now, if you want it, you gotta pay. Oh wow, that's kind of incredible. The market has already crashed regeneration serums down to 31. I can buy a lot of those and not feel bad. Even like on legacy servers, those are still expensive. And then for the attributes, we max out intelligence, we go 100 constitution, that way we don't immediately get one shot and we can heal back up. Rest goes into focus. Dexterity is crit, strength. Like I said, depending on our gear and depending on what we have, okay, we can afford little bit of light attack damage and everything's good. Also, I'm eating whatever food is like reasonable and affordable, so tostones aren't really that expensive, so we can chomp that for the focus. That goes back into our character, 109, and we actually got a little bit of good damage and scaling off of that. Yeah, after running around and doing some quests, I'm feeling pretty strong right now. I also went to the Elysian Wilds to get the physical aversion on my dark plate, so really, we just need to get void harnessing heavy pants with enchanted ward, and things are going to go crazy, so let's do some quests. Now, I've gone with Baleful Tether over Orb because there's a lot more just random named enemies like this dude guarding stockpiles, and you don't really get the clumps of enemies like you do with Corrupted camps. So there's going to be ranged people, which is also why the thrust protection really helps out, and you're usually in a lot of one-on-one combat. So getting the benefits of Baleful Tether is fine in this case. Instead of like what I showed in my Void Gauntlet guide, I just throw the tether into a group of enemies and then that enemy immediately dies. We're not getting as much as though we just orbed the entire pack. Alright, let's see how we do against this enemy. Kind of seems like a big dude in a cave, but again, like the level 68s are now easy. We just duel them like regular enemies as if we were starting the game and didn't have any gear. Neat. Also really good for farming weapon mastery. I should probably also be doing extractions whenever I get Azoth. It's like, oh, I'm at the Azoth cap, so I'm just wasting it. When really, I could be getting free money because legendary loot is super easy to get. And that's really one of the gates to the crafting. And then I want to see how things are in the PvP area. Like, can we take this big dude? Yeah, it seems like we can take this big dude pretty easily. He can do some crazy hit on us and we're still super fine. Cool. Oh, and I'm just bad, I guess, and I missed him somehow. But yeah, like, okay. Nothing is a threat to us. So yeah, there's really no excuse to not being able to do any of this content. I show you guys how to do it in this video, that you can get some gear upgrades pretty cheaply. Like, sure, don't spend 6K on jewelry, and then this is naturally affordable just through regular gameplay. Make a little bit of investment, get the decent gear, and then you can go and slap level 70s around. I didn't even have a Void Gauntlet or any Void Gauntlet mastery before starting this, so it's not like there's any skill gating as well, or any money gating. And now, you go into little corners of the areas, loot your cursed stashes, get Mystic Doubloons, buy some stuff. GG. I mean, look at this. There's loot over here, there's loot over here. We're only in a small area, and I've kind of ran around and explored the rest of the PvP area. It's just normal. It's just a normal place, as though you're flagged, and there's other psychotic flag players that are a bit extra psychotic. Oh, and look at that. If you don't have your coconut, that easy to get. So I think the lessons from my last couple of videos about Cutlass keys are really coming through, that it seems like a scary, daunting area. It was set up as like this lawless, free-for-all PvP in-game zone that if you're not flagged, if you're not a PvPer, you have no right getting your 725 gear. You don't belong here. But actually, nah, you can just kind of chill, and then you just treat it like PvE. And yeah, some people will gank you, and maybe other servers are going to be more aggressive or have it locked down with like certain companies and stuff. But for the most part, it's alright. And even if you do die, you only lose half of your cursed items, so it's not the end of the world. You still come out of it with a little bit of profit, still come out of it with some upgrades, and you can actually just kind of spend time however you want in this game, doing whatever you want, and it just works out. Nah, the dumbest thing is the quest called Endless Riches, giving you 11 doubloons for a minute of your time. Alright, and after having fun with the gameplay loop, we can cash in for some armor upgrades, and I wanted to make sure we could still roll some luck, so I mean, it's in the buckets for the perks. The thing is, we're never getting Void Harnessing, Luck, Enchanted Ward, or anything like that. 700 though, and then it also just has a random weapon perk. So, Voracious Blade Void Harnessing, it's like, do we get some kind of upgrade? Probably not, but would be cool. Ooh, 710? Physical Aversion, Freedom, Strike Conditioning. Even with those rolls, I'm not upset because the game isn't supposed to be beaten in a night. So it's like, yep, I did some grinding, I got some loot, fun stuff happened, there we go. It is that the PvP zone, it's not the better place because you only get the cursed doubloons here. So instead it's like, yeah, I go out here and I might roll a 690 or something I can sell from a supply crate. But if you want to feel like you're keeping up and getting good progression, you need to do this every day, even if it's boring. Only takes a couple minutes to like run through with a group whenever it gets called out. And then after that, have fun however you want, and then use the gear you got. So if you guys enjoy the video, hope you all have a nice day. Thank you very much for watching.